Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to MotorMouth Broadcasting, and welcome in to Road America this evening for the High Point Racing IMSA Championship. As we go running around Elkhart Lake here in Wisconsin, we'll be in for a bit of a cheesy affair, but for some drivers, they'll be hoping that they don't melt under the pressure here. Hamish Munro with you, alongside me, Jim Cunningham once again. Jim, a big night of racing on offer for us. Can the Porsche dominance continue in the GTP class, or will it be like real life and maybe we get a BMW victor on this day here at Road America here this evening? And for the GTDs, can the Mercedes dominance of Daniel Pino continue? He's only lost one race all season, and it was to his good friend to Sean Green in the Audi down in that GTD class. But Jim, first of all, how are you? Second of all, Porsche in real life finally didn't win a race. For those who are non-Porsche fans, the BMWs of Wayne Taylor Racing. No, it's not Wayne Taylor Racing.
Wayne Taylor. He's the Cadillacs.
Yeah, that's right. Ironically, they have BMWs in the GT class. So,
yes, they do.
But yeah, the Porsches didn't win at Road America over the weekend. It was the BMWs who won. Is there going to be the same scenario tonight for the GTPs in this class at the moment in qualifying? They're close, but the Porsche's still on the provisional pole.
Yes, as of right now, the Porsche still looks strong here. What's weird is, we've got 3 Porsches in the field, 1 Ferrari now, 2 Caddies, and a BMW. And
Where's
that's
the
right.
Acura?
These guys down here didn't. So we got 2 guys down here that have Culloden and Dumont, who I guess did not get a lap in, that are also both in Ferraris. So our Ferraris are still here. Yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I know that I'm still pumped up after last night. I guess we can talk about it a little bit just because it's all High Point Racing. But the GT Challenge series last night gave us an incredible finish at Daytona, and now here we are with the IMSA series at Road America, which ironically they were at Road America this past weekend. So it's been a good, that it was a good race there. So I'm, well, actually it was kind of caution filled, but hopefully this one will run a little smoother than that. And yeah, I'm pumped up, ready to go, man. How you feeling? By the way, Hamish and I keep alternating getting sick. I guess it's my turn next.
Yeah, that's how that's how the world would say it, wouldn't it, Jim? Is that you're supposed to get ill next? Maybe we'll give it to Ewan next. Maybe we'll just sneakily give
Saturday,
it to him
we'll
on Sunday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
Jim King's on a flyer right there. Holy cow!
He is indeed. 4 purple sectors as he crosses the line. He's just got a 150.57. I've heard whispers, Jim. I've heard whispers, Jim, that Tim Keen's car this weekend has a Cadillac power unit in it.
Well, I don't know about that. It's got a Cadillac paint job on it, though.
It does.
Let's see if I happen to know the guy. Oh, there it sits right there on pit road. Look, here it comes. Going to show it off for us. With I wonder if we went and put new tires on or something. I doubt it. I don't know. Maybe he was running just 1 lap of fuel or 2 laps of fuel or something. Oh,
Well, he's gone straight off. So
yes, straight off. He's going to pop right back to the pits, I'm sure. I don't know what happened there. He's probably adjusting something. Let's see if we got anybody else out there flying. I guess I turned the qualifying just in. How did that go?
No. We've still got 5 minutes.
Oh, Newman's got it. Well, Newman had the pole there for a while in the BMW, which was we were talking about. Could they win? That's a very Halloween-looking livery. But man, almost a full second difference in qualifying time. Tim Keen's flying, and that Stars and Stripes livery he's got on that car he's got it working.
Yeah, he's feeling some pace, that is for sure, and obviously he's driving for pride more so than anything this weekend. He's representing a livery that his father designed, and he's now got that on the Porsche, so he'll be wanting to try and make his dad proud by trying to get a race win in it.
I didn't realize that. I
do.
didn't get that part of the story. So his dad, I knew his dad
Yeah.
works in GTP racing, but he designed that livery when he was with Cadillac.
Yeah, he did when he was at Wheeling.
Taylor?
He designed it. Yep.
That's pretty cool. Now running a livery that your dad actually designed. So let's talk about these qualifying times here, man. We got a second between each of the top 3 guys. Third place is 2 seconds behind the leader right now.
It's
and then we got.
I mean, we've both driven this track before, Jim. I mean, quite a few times, and
plenty, yeah.
and we've both called a lot of races here as well. It's a track in which it's, I've often hearkened it to be like 3 circuits in one. You've got 3 completely different sectors around this place with completely different feels, completely different rhythms.
Oh, absolutely.
And to try and get it in every single sector, even though it counts obviously 6 sectors on the timing charter, you can break that down into sets of 2. It's very difficult to get into that rhythm and very difficult to put a complete lap together around here. It's very, it's a very similar distance to the likes of Bathurst or Silverstone, but the way that it drives and the way that your flow of coming around this track, it's not like either of them. Silverstone's a very complete circuit in terms of its flow is very similar across the board from end to end. Bathurst is, its flow pretty much is you run up the straight, you've then got to cross the top, and then you have a rest. Yeah, you get a rest up the straight, and then you get it up the hill. Then you go all out, then you get a rest down the hill. Where here, you get the rest at the start of the lap, then you're into a tight technical section, then you're into fast flowing territory where one little mistake can find you off track. And then you're back into the rest area of the end/start of the lap. So if I'm being honest,
it's a second between the top 4. So first to fourth is 4 seconds. Well, no, 3 seconds. I'm sorry, 3 seconds. Yeah. But anyway, that's still I'm just I'm baffled by that. I mean, Daniel Pino in the GTD cars is, as we know, blisteringly fast, and he's only got 0.3 on Cody Williams, and
which Cody Williams is not a name to snort at either. He's a very talented
not at all.
driver.
But neither is Richard Newman.
That's true.
Neither is Aaron Lewis. I mean, I don't know. Just that's just kind of shocking to me, man. Keen is flying.
Yeah. Oh, he is indeed. He is indeed. Bailey in the chat as well is asking who's the favourite looking like for this race. Well, it's looking like Tim Keen at the moment. I mean, it's hard to look past him. It's hard to look past any of the 3 dominant Porsche drivers in the GTP class of Keen, Lewis, and Puebla. But at the moment, the momentum swing is with Keen. I think that we can agree on, Jim. It's Puebla may have had the benefit last week of the momentum. It's swung the other way now, back to Tim Keen. Like, it's amazing how much it does swing between them. It is almost like a tennis rally. They're just going back and forth, hitting it back and forth with each other.
Yeah, I don't know that I would say
back to Keen.
I don't know that I would say the momentum swung back to him. I mean, he certainly had a good race. And it was a fantastic, he did a fantastic job last week. But, I think one race doesn't change momentum. It may slow it down a little bit, but Tim Keen's been dominant. And here, look right now. I mean, I guess Puebla's still on the track, so I guess there's still a chance. But he's over 4 seconds off Keen's pace right now. 4 seconds.
I think, this track can be quite diversive with, like, how comfortable are you here or how comfortable are you to push this track as qualifying comes to an end. So drivers have finished out their lap times now Pleber has not gotten. He's gotten into 3.2 seconds away from Keen's time.
Still like his livery.
It's a very difficult track and very divisive for drivers that enjoy it and drivers that don't. I'm under the impression, Jim, that this place you do a lap here and it feels like it takes forever. It honestly does. It feels like you are so far away from getting to the end of the lap when you start it. And eventually the more laps you do here, the faster they go by, for sure.
Do you honestly know anyone that I love that freaking Canada livery Scouting's car. Look at that.
It's great.
That's sweet. But do you honestly know anybody that truly dislikes Road America?
I know people who are not. I know people who are not like massive fans of Road America. They're content here. I do know though some drivers who are not happy after their last race at Road America. I will say that they're not happy after their last race.
Well, I think one thing about Road America. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think it's like it's a very they're very just middle of the road. If they hate it or not, I think it is dependent on how they've done here, and I think it's to some drivers, and maybe it's more or less drivers who are outside of the US who feel this way. I think it's like a take it or leave it sometimes, and I think the more you do, the more you race here. So, say you race in a league and they run Road America every single season. After 3 seasons, they may start to say, "Well, maybe we should drop Road America and go somewhere else." I think that's where.
I love Road America. I would still feel that way, but I guess the point I'm making is that this track is so well known, and it's raced so much. And I don't know. I don't know. I get that some people don't run well. We all have tracks we don't run well at, but to see that kind of gap between 3 or 4 cars, the top 3 or 4 cars in a category like that, a second apart. It closed up a little bit from when I said that, but still, man, I don't know. I just found that to be a little odd, but. Anyway, we've got a grid going here. We'll see how race pace goes, because that's going to be a whole different animal.
Well, indeed. This is how they've lined up after qualifying. Now, they will readjust slightly to get into their classes, as some drivers have been out-qualified by a separate class in the field. Tim Keen, Richard Newman will start on the front row of the grid. Andrew Voigt, Aaron Lewis make up the top 4 with Wig Santiago and Kenneth Glodden for our third row of the grid. Adrian Puebla has qualified alongside the LMP2 leader of Dylan Ackley. Now he will drop below David Dumont and Carlos Ruiz for the race start, as the LMP2s must all start together and all the GTPs must all start together as well. Dumont Ruiz on the 5th row of the grid to Daniel Nans and Lincoln Shaw in the LMP2 field for our 6th row. Arthur Ramirez and Nicholas Bayman will then start for our top 14, with John Esparta and Jason Blaine making up the top 7 LMP2 cars. There is Chris Walford further back in the field, who did not set a time. If he does start this race, he'll start at the back of the LMP2 field. For our GTD field, Daniel Pino and Cody Williams make up the top 2 spots, with Thomas Hidalgo for P3 ahead of Sean Green. Corey Sertoff, Christian Ruiz make up our top 22, with Travis Stevens, Mike Nitty Jr. and Patrick Rich for the top 25, with John Voigt, John Swan, Christopher Coy, Adam Chiazzi, Edward Delano, Trevor Thomas and Alex Armstrong for the top 16 GTD cars. Donald Powell, Aaron Gomez, Jed Cotterman is in the server tonight. Whether he's racing or not, I'm unsure. I believe Donald Powell is our race controller as well. So
yes.
We'll see if Gomez and Cotterman go racing or not. Otherwise, it'll be 16 GTD cars. At the moment, it looks to be 7 LMP2s and 9 GTPs for 32 cars on the grid here at Road America.
Sorry, I got distracted by that incredible paint job on the pole sitter there. See that paint job? Look at that.
Oh, I know. It looks fantastic, doesn't it?
It does. Amazing.
Yeah, it looks incredible. Oh, some weird Australian with the flu, I think.
Yes, exactly.
He's left his
Maybe doing
fingerprints
that.
all over that.
We got one stalled out here on the grid.
No, it's Ackley has to wait for the LMP2s, and I think
that was
Ruiz wasn't.
that was the GTP.
Didn't realize.
GTP's going
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here we go. We're about to get going here.
I don't know how Rhiannon in the chat has figured out that the person who designed that Porsche is very talented and apparently very handsome, Jim. I don't know how she could figure that out.
Well, I'm thinking that she probably thinks that I did that livery, but I didn't.
Oh.
I hate to break that to you. I didn't do that one. I do some nice liveries, but I didn't do that one. But oh, what's she doing in here anyway? I thought she's supposed to be gone.
She's walking to work.
Oh.
Yeah. Hour and a half walk, Jim, to the bus stop. It's plenty of time to...
Come on now, for real?
Annoy us. Oh, yeah. Yeah. She lives, Jim, in the middle of nowhere.
Okay?
Oh, no, she is. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. I already gave her the rundown of you need to walk towards the traffic so you can see it coming.
Yes, indeed. What a mess that is.
Oh, we've had a heap of other chats out there as well. Brady in the chat, how competitive is the GT3 field? Pretty close. The lap times were close, but we know how dominant Daniel Pino's been. It's whether Hidalgo or Williams can challenge him here tonight. We know how good Cody Williams can be. Hidalgo had good pace yesterday in the GT Challenge. We'll see how he does tonight in the IMSA series as well. Louis in the chat is also saying Road America is so much better than all Tilka tracks. I wouldn't claim all Tilka tracks. There are actually some good Tilka tracks out there. He did design the Hockenheim ring. The Hockenheim ring is pretty good in my opinion. I do think that Road America is a lot. I think for modern Tilka tracks, you could maybe make some arguments, but there are some real gems in there that Herman Tilke has designed. The Red Bull ring, the Hockenheim ring. I think Malaysia, the Sepang circuit.
Red Bull
he
ring
designed
happens
Sepang.
to be your favorite track of all time, so.
Yeah, no, there is bias on the Red Bull ring, but he designed Sepang, Jim, which I think a lot of drivers would agree should be in iRacing. It's a fantastic circuit. So yeah, I wouldn't claim all Tilkas. There are some really good ones out there that he has designed.
But you know what? I love the fact that we're having that kind of discussion in the chat.
It's a good discussion. It's a good discussion, and everyone is everyone.
That's the kind of stuff we should be.
Everyone is entitled to their opinion, Jim.
Right?
They really are. Everyone has their own opinions. But hey, see, Bailey's agreeing with me. The Red Bull ring is better than Road America. But everyone's entitled to their opinion. I have bias, but
of course you do.
Regardless,
I'm not gonna lie to you. The Red Bull ring and Coda seem a lot alike to me. I know that's gonna be a horrible insult to the track. They have got very, very dissimilar rhythms, and we'll discuss it more throughout the night, I'm sure, when inevitably we come up with a discussion of tracks again. The lights are going to go up for the GTP cars as they line up towards the start-finish line. The LMP2s are following them just up towards the final corner. Green flag at Road America's about to fly. Let's see who gets the jump down towards turn 1 as the GTPs get underway. A good start amongst the scramble there, Jim. LMP2s have also now made the race start as well. The GTDs are about to get their start going too. Further back as a couple of cars are running wide off the final corner. Keen, though, immediately has taken the race lead. And is there anyone that can challenge him here tonight? Is it going to be Newman? Is it going to be BMW to finally crack the code and get to the top step? Or is it going to be Porsche dominance once again? I mean, there's 4 or 5 guys in this series that can run with Keen if they're, keen on the particular track we're at. But
wonderful, that was a good one, Jim.
You like that one? Thank you. But we'll see. The qualifying times make me very nervous about that right now.
Massive incident! Sorry, Jim, with the LMP2s.
Oh my gosh!
Down at turn 5, Nicholas Bayman Arthur Ramirez, and I think Lake and Shaw may have been involved.
Oh my goodness.
I'll quickly bring it up for us to have a look at. This was down into turn 5 under brakes. So, what has happened here? Oh my God, what have you done?
I don't know, though.
Well, he's just driven through him.
Well, he did. Okay, but the one thing I'll say about that is he made the turn. So he didn't send it so hard that he was out of control.
This is true, but I feel like that almost makes it worse, Jim, because he's made the turn, but he's just driven into him.
I agree. I guess what I was getting at was possibly the car had a twitch in front of him or something and slowed a little bit, you know. But because if he hadn't made the turn and just sent it, that'd be a different story. But he made the turn. But anyway, I'm not justifying. You shouldn't rear end anybody if you can, you know. But well, these three here are running nose to tail so far.
Yep, Weber's gone with Newman and with Keane at the front of the field.
I mean, if I'm Pueblo right there, I'm just going to lay in there and conserve me some fuel.
Ooh.
Look at Newman sticking his nose out there a little bit.
Yeah, he wanted to try and make a run through it there.
Well, I think
delivery on to Sean Green's car this weekend as well, Jim.
Who's that? I'm sorry, I was processing.
Sean Green. He's also got a.
Oh, does he?
No, that's okay. To Sean Green. Yeah, he's got a US flag livery on that Audi.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
It's good to have him back. He was gone there for a week or two, I guess, and that's somebody we know that can beat Daniel. You know, he's certainly. I won't say he's 100% got Daniel's speed and consistency. He's probably got enough speed with Daniel, but just I don't know if he can produce them lap after lap. But he's certainly capable of giving Daniel all he needs, along with Cody Hidalgo. There's some other guys in that, just like the GTP class. There's 4 or 5 guys in this that at any point in time can run with each other. Like I said, if they like the track they're on.
I'm just seeing there's been a couple of GTP cars just track extending further back here. Wig Santiago ending up off track just before the Parabolica. And then Ruiz came round, turn 9-10. And I think he's just pushed it a little bit too hard. And he's just running a bit wide.
That's kind of a head scratcher there, why you would go off like that.
Yeah. Jim, you're going to make me pull my hair out doing jokes like that.
I know. But Pueblo did get by Newman there, so. Well, I mean, look, Pueblo bounced back last week with a vengeance, man. He was absolutely on fire. So I'm really curious to see how this goes tonight.
You know what I hope for, Jim, is Puebla's just attacking Keane there for the race lead. I hope, because next season, of course, it is pretty much all but confirmed at this stage that we're getting the Mexico Street Circuit in iRacing.
Oh.
I want to see an IMSA series go to Mexico City. I feel like that'd be a great track for multi-class racing.
So, you talking about the circuit the Formula One cars run on?
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
yeah,
and the one that
be
NASCAR
fantastic.
goes to as well. Yeah, it'd be great.
Well,
Because at the moment it's pretty much all but announced that it's releasing, because they did mention in their patch notes for season 3 that currently the roadmap is leading to Miami Street Circuit and Mexico City to be released in season 4 of iRacing.
Oh.
So that was what they announced. Like, they're the 2 tracks that are the closest to finished.
I'm gonna I'll say that I'm not gonna mention any details because I was asked not to, but I wasn't asked to not speak about this, but Carlos and I got together this week and pretty much confirmed that we're gonna be doing next season's IMSA coverage as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, they're still working out details on tracks and whatnot, and sign-ups and everything like that. So
I would say that since Carlos is going to be listening to this post-race, and I'm going to say this with all my Gusto, I can.
Go to Mexico.
Mexico City, have it on the calendar.
Well,
Because I feel like
think
it'd
for
be
this
fantastic.
one, he's trying to follow the regular IMSA schedule as much as you can. But
when we're running 4 seasons out of a year,
no, I know
we need some change up.
No, and look, and this I'm gonna share my opinion right here, and I would love to get some. Who is this? Can I delete these comments from this like bot that's spamming us on Twitter? But anyway, that's another story. I'm all for doing the IMSA schedule, like I said, once during the year or something. But I want to see them take these cars to European tracks too. I know it's not IMSA,
maybe a WEC calendar,
or just whatever, just a combo of good tracks. I mean, it doesn't, I mean, I don't. For me personally, it doesn't ring my bell or get me all, jacked up because we're doing all the IMSA tracks. I just want to see, some good tracks. Like I want to see them. I want to see this series go to Interlagos. I want to see this series go to Spa.
There definitely are tracks that would be on the no-fly zone, i.e. Bathurst. You would not go to Bathurst with this series.
Oh my God, who was that?
That's David Dumont. That was David Dumont who just exited stage left at the final corner.
That was, he did.
He's lost. You can see his rear wing. Those fans are going to be hopping that fence in a minute, Jim, just to grab that rear wing. In fact, one of them's already done so. Maybe used a bit of a spell of disappearance to grab it.
Well, the good news is he was right by pit road to limp it in, but holy cow. Yeah, he tore that one up pretty good, huh?
He did indeed. Let's have a look at how this has happened to him at the final corner. Oh, Fuji will be fantastic, Brady.
Yes.
As long as they don't have the chicane. Don't have the chicane, please. So he came through final corner. Oh, just a massive tank slapper right on the curb, and the car just ran straight into the wall. Massive snap oversteer.
Carlos, man, he's all over wig right here.
He is indeed.
Yeah, he's like lice on a high school kid or elementary.
Oh, we are just braiding in these jokes as much as we can here, Jim.
It's just we're just weaving them right in. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Wow.
I'm dreading the next one, Jim.
I could extend this out. I could extend this out forever. Okay. This reminds me of that pasta night. You remember the pasta night you got on?
Oh, I do. That was at Misano.
Yeah, well, no, was it at Misano or was it at?
It was at Misano. It was at Misano.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that was a good one. We had people.
Brady saying Lamar would be cool.
Well, yes.
Now,
okay.
I think
for this series, yes.
It would be the issue I've found with Lamar is unless it's an endurance or a short format race, everyone spreads out at Lamar.
You know what
it's
we ought
like
to do?
The
We ought to talk Carlos into doing the season finale race and make it a 24 in 3.
Round.
Make it a 24 in 3, where it runs the whole cycle of the race in 3 hours. It's solo driver, 24 in 3, and you get to run through the night, and there can be rain. That would be epic.
That might kill my PC, Jim. I might be honest.
But I'll be broadcasting it. All you got to do is just Discord it.
This is true.
Let me put the group titles up here. I like our fancy graphics. I do want to thank Pascal at SDK. After several phone calls together, he worked out these good-looking graphics for us, and nobody else out there has this in SDK, and it's
except
quite
for
attractive.
me.
Well, that's true. Yes, well, there's the stolen version of it. Yes,
I haven't used it yet. Actually, to be fair, and as the only thing I've ever used, which was prior to this, was I had a gradient on my actual tower, not on my headers.
Yes.
So. But
Yeah, I just thought this header thing was cool. I got the
oh,
idea.
it looks sweet. Oh no,
And then
Jim,
the
I'm
diff-
stealing it. I'm telling you right now. If I have to use grouped headers, it's going in. It looks sick. I'll be real with you. It looks sweet as. Oh
Man,
no, it looks fantastic.
Carlos and Wig there, they've kind of drifted apart.
Yeah, they have a little bit here. Newman and Puebla are still hanging out together, though.
Oh,
Good
they
battle
are.
in the GTD field, too. Mike Nitti, Patrick Rich, Corey Sertoff battling away at the moment.
Uh-oh, there's somebody
John
off track.
Swan has just run it wide.
Is that Swan?
Yeah, it is. Spreading his wings, but also spreading the track limits.
Right there, right up amongst the... Yeah, he did spread the track.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one.
Thank you.
I have to say that Jaeger bomb one last night, when I clipped some of the stuff from last night's race today, and I had to clip that Jaeger bomb.
Yep.
That was a good one.
Thank you.
I will say
Thank you very
here,
much.
show Edward Delano's car when you get a chance.
Mhm.
I just want to give him a little shout out. Let me go see. Earlier, nobody was on camera. Let's see if. So we don't have one single person on camera tonight here in the IMSA league. I guess they don't have faith in me.
No faith? What the hell?
Kind of freaks me out every time I see that green car with like the Hulk's nose on it. It kind of weirds me out. Yeah,
Well, Jim,
Delano's
you know
car.
what I'm excited for, Jim, later this month.
What would that
Oh, well, I'm excited for a couple of different things. I'm excited for we get to go racing, Jim, at two very good race circuits. One of which, in your time, we race on my actual birthday for. The other of which we broadcast on my birthday for. So I get two great tracks in 2 days for my birthday. I get to broadcast Road Atlanta on my birthday, which for the US they get to race on the 20th of August. So they're racing the day before, but I get to do it on my birthday.
Your
And then the day after,
your birthday's on the 21st?
yes, it is.
You know
and
what
the
my
day
birthday
after
is?
we go racing. What is it?
It's the 19th.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was a
Yeah.
birthday celebration that week.
Well, I found out as well, Jim, a little while ago that a former broadcaster that we've done broadcasts for, our good friend James Parfitt, actually has the same birthday as me.
Really? Well,
Yep, we have the
that
same
explains
birthday.
things. No wonder his personality's so awesomely aggressive. He's right there with our personalities. That
Yeah,
what a good fit.
so we get to broadcast for your time zone, Jim. We get to broadcast the day after your birthday at Road Atlanta my birthday, and then on my birthday for the US, but the day after my birthday in the real time zone, we get to broadcast Indianapolis. So that's going to be a fun time.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know you're a big fan of a fan of the Indy Road Course. I don't know about a big fan.
No, Jim. I'm a bigger fan of the specifically 2009 road course, which has the extended infield. Not the dinky little chicane. I feel that the better layout is with it has the little dog leg sort of at turn 4 instead of coming through the chicane onto the back straight. I think it is a much better layout, but I do like the Indy road course. It is nice. So everyone has birthdays in August.
Who else
Summer
we got here?
Pistorius on the 14th, Bailey on the 16th. Let's go.
Leos Unite. Absolutely.
My dad's birthday was on Friday as
you
well
were,
on the 1st.
Yeah, you were the last day of Leo, huh? Or are you the first
no, the
day?
last day I think the last day is the 26th, I believe, is the last
is it?
day for the Leo.
Oh,
I think so.
so you are a Leo then.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's what we need to do. Well, we'll do the race broadcast that night from Road Atlanta, you said, for your birthday? And we'll all
it'll be
we'll
the
get hammered.
day of my birthday will be the Road Atlanta broadcast, and it will be 10:50 in the morning for me.
Hey,
So-
you cannot drink all day if you don't start in the morning.
This is true. I do have to preface though that I have team responsibilities the night of, so I can't get too hammered.
Get a sub.
Um,
Or win the championship before then, one or the other.
Actually, hang on. Well, to be fair, one of my drivers is in the championship, is leading the championship at the moment for that series. So let me check. Is it actually? Yep, no, we are. And ironically, Jim, it's at Misano that day. So we mentioned Misano when it happens.
You can have pasta and wine. Not really.
Apparently, the 22nd is the last day. They've changed it on me. Apparently.
I thought that's what it was, like the 21st or 22nd.
Well, they changed it. It used to be the 26th.
I'm not too sure about that, but we won't search that up. Man, who was that? That car just popped on the screen. Who is that mobile car?
That is to Sean Green.
Dude, I'm riding on board with Bootsy, but I didn't know. I didn't know that was. Well, I'm actually riding on board with Ruiz behind him. Dude, that car looks freaking sick.
Oh, it does. It looks fantastic. And all jokes aside, just a self-plug for a moment here. I know we alluded to it earlier. Yes, if you do like Tim Keen's livery and you want your own, send me a message on Discord. We'll get you sorted. I made this thing through the flu. It took me probably 2 days longer than it should have because of the fact I was ill. But, yeah, send me a message. We got another one coming as well, Jim, for Road Atlanta at the end of the season. And it's going to look sick.
Oh? Yeah, I stopped by Road Atlanta last summer when we went to tour Emmanuel's College, coming back from Charlotte. We came through Atlanta, and literally we were on the interstate heading in towards Atlanta. And I said, I wonder how far Road Atlanta is off the freeway. My wife looked it up. She's like, oh, it's only about 6 miles off the freeway. We go right by it. I'm like, yep, we sure do.
Pit stop.
We did. Oh yeah, we stopped, went in, bought some merch and stuff in the gift shop, and got to go. Couldn't go on the track, obviously, but we got to go right up by the fence there, where you're coming down. The bridge where they come under the bridge, and then it's downhill into the turn one.
Yeah, the end of the Formula Drift section at turn 10, 10A and 10B. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all of that, you could see all of that, and of course you could see down straight to turn one, and and then they had this really cool Corvette GT 3 car parked out front.
I feel like if you're a motorsports fan and you've got the time, now whether that's you live in the US or you somehow find a way to be allowed into the US in the current climate of things. If you are a motorsport fan and you've got the time to do a road trip across the US going to famous race circuits would be incredible.
Oh yeah. So that
would be a time.
On that trip, we did Charlotte Motor Speedway.
Yeah.
Because we were obviously, 5 miles from there. You're going
to Charlotte
at the college, right? And then we did Road Atlanta, and then after that we decided we detoured and went to Talladega the next day.
I feel like Manuel needs to commit to going to the Charlotte 600 next year.
Oh,
since he'll be there.
You can bet your butt I'm going up there for the Labor Day race next year for sure. Maybe this year even. Who knows? I guess not though. Probably not because he's, we'll have just got him settled in and he's coming home for prom. His girlfriend is a senior this year, so he's coming home to go to her prom with her.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. So
as we are 20 minutes into this race, Jason Blaine, John Esparta have just come into pit lane, Jim. In terms of fuel strategy, we normally see 2 stops across the hour for those LMP2 cars. So it looks to me that they're maybe just going to be equal splitting their stints, just trying to do 20 minutes apiece here and getting to the end. I don't think they can get to the half an hour, can they? I think it's always been that they have roughly about 10 minutes left that they need fuel for.
Well, it has been that way. Yeah, I don't know. Pit strategy so much is set by, like, for me anyway, in these kind of races. Like, am I in traffic? And do I feel like I'm being held up or I'm being pressed and I'm going to make a mistake, because, or whatever, sometimes that'll dictate my pit strategy quite a bit. So we just had Aaron Lewis pit as well.
That's indeed, as Carlos Ruiz has gone off the track.
Carlos?
At the final corner. Yep, Carlos is off. He's back on the road again.
Oh, he barely avoided that fence, huh?
Oh, oh yeah.
Let me see if I can get that. I want to get that on the big screen. He always says we cut on everyone else. Let's cut on him a little bit here.
Yep, Ackley's into pit road too. We love a bit of slow-mo, Jim.
Yeah, I know. Right? It's my trademark.
I find, though, it's actually a good transition. You transition into the slow-mo, then you're back on speed. Look at that, though. Just massively wide.
He didn't lift, though. Look, he's still in it.
Oh, my God.
That last second, he looked. He thought he had it smooth, and then he realized, ooh, I got to turn sharp.
Oh, no, there's a wall there.
Yeah. That's awesome.
So Ackley, Nance, Short, Ramirez all into pit lane. Yeah. So Blaine and Esparta, who pitted a lap ago, we'll see if they can make any gains here of trying to undercut those cars ahead of them. Now, I don't suspect they would have taken tyres, so there shouldn't be any undercut strategy on offer for them. That there was David Dumont, who was off the track again in the GTP class. Just trying to get back going again.
Yeah, he's not having the best night. You know, I don't know. These cars are tough to drive, man. I tell you.
Oh, they are. They are indeed. Maybe next season for David might be better to go into the LMP2 class. Might have a bit of a better time.
I think that's a better transition.
Blaine has now jumped Shaw and Ramirez. So has Esparta.
Oh.
So they managed to get up into P4 and P3 in class, respectively. Ramirez is just exiting pit lane now.
They didn't really gain too much on Ackley, though. He's still...
Oh! Daniel Pino's just had a massive off-track down at Canada Corner.
What?
And it's big damage on the back end of that Merc. Oh. No rear wing on that Mercedes, Jim. I'll show you what happened down here.
Well, we need probably...
And I think it might have to do with some of the debris down here. But Ruiz went for the move on the inside. Oh, massive lock-up and actually made contact with him.
It was Carlos.
Carlos Ruiz in the GTP has gone for the move down there on the GTD leader and has made massive contact and massive damage with that Merc. Luckily for Daniel, there is a fast repair available.
Hold on, I'm going to pull that up on the big screen here. So, yeah, let's see. Hold on. Keep it on slow-mo. I'll switch it to...
So, this has now changed the race lead.
To
give Thomas Hidalgo and Cody Williams the race lead of this race.
Let's watch this again. Trees.
Oh my God!
Yeah, Carlos lost it going in. I think he realized he was coming in a little too hot to take that inside line on Daniel like that from that angle he was coming at.
He should have waited for the exit.
Well, I don't think he was actually trying to make the move. He just had got to the inside of the track, and I think he was in a spot where he didn't have a line to go through that turn at that speed. And when he hit the brakes, that thing snapped around on him. Oh.
Well, what it's done now is it's really heated things up for us because Pino's come through pit lane, and he is now further back in the field. It's whether this is now going to affect him when Hidalgo and Williams come through pit road. That's the question. Although he's running a wider line down at turn 5. Actually, I thought he might have been making a mistake there. Tim Keane, the race leader, is into pit lane as well. So Aaron Lewis, who previously pitted on lap 11, let's see if he makes any gains now on his teammate, who's into pit lane. He's not going to, Jim. He is not going to make any gain whatsoever. 22.4 seconds was the stop time, and there is still a significant gap between Keane and Lewis off of this pit stop, as Ruiz is into pit lane as well.
I tell you, Christian Ruiz is one of those that's been, I don't know, as the season has went on, I haven't paid a ton of attention. Obviously, the name catches my attention because of Carlos's last name and whatnot. But, man, I was doing the points today, which we need to go over, by the way, at some point. I was doing the points, and where Ruiz was in the points kind of surprised me. I was like, wow, he's having a pretty good season. Better than I thought.
Yeah, he's kind of just been chipping away, and he's
Yes.
almost been a silent assassin at times. I mean, you often get drivers in a series where you overlook them every now and again, Jim, and it's like you get to the end and you're like, how in the hell did they finish P4 in the championship? It's like just sheer consistency.
I tell you what,
and just not getting into trouble. As Edward Delano, has just had a massive moment in that Pennzoil Mustang, and it's down at the kink. And that car is hard into the wall. We'll have a look for you at how this happened. Oh my God, he caught the edge of the ripple strip.
Oh, yep.
He managed to save it.
Yeah, but he hit the front. He hit the wall though with his front end. So, well, we got all of the rest of the GTP cars coming in right now.
Oh, they are indeed. And if you were Tim Keane at that moment, you were sweating bullets at that stage because.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Let's quickly show this off here.
Somebody would have called
this is when,
a meatball there and got a caution.
So let's watch. So on board with Keane, at the moment Delano's spinning through the kink. It comes through the kink, and there's a Mustang right there backing onto the track.
Oh.
It is an aim and pray moment.
Wow.
And you're hoping that he doesn't back up any further.
All right, so as these pit stops are shaking out, we've got Keane out there with a 12.5-second lead. Newman's got a 10-second lead in second place. Lewis has got a 7-second lead in third. They have really spread out up there. We have to give them a chance to come back together, although Puebla is, in the end, what happened to him? He was running. He was running in second place, and now he's
No. Newman was running up in second. I think he's just been caught out with traffic, possibly.
No, Puebla passed Newman and was in second place for a while.
I don't know. I would say maybe he just got caught up with some traffic, or
that's a lot of traffic. That's 30 seconds worth of traffic.
It is a lot of traffic as John Esparta's gone round down at the back end or at the start of the circuit. How has this happened here to John? It looks to be up at Thunder Valley, off the exit of Thunder Valley, so I'd say maybe the final corner this has happened to John. Oh yeah, massive snap into the wall. And big damage on board that LMP2 car.
Oh my goodness.
As Patrick Rich and Mike Nitti continue their battle as well in amongst the GTD field. Travis Stevens is on the back of John Voigt.
He had to come back down pit road, I think.
No, he's only been down there once for Puebla. It's only counting him as one pit stop.
Well, it shows here that he entered pit lane on lap 14.
That was when he pitted, Jim.
Hold on.
He pitted on lap 14.
Okay. Then it shows that he entered pit lane on lap 15.
Oh, so I reckon he's had either an unsafe entry or an unsafe exit, and he's had a drive-through.
Because it shows him exiting. Oh, no, you know what? No, it didn't. He crossed the timing line in the pits.
Ah, there you go.
That's what it was. Never mind. Okay. I don't see...
Cody Williams is now in the pit road as well.
I don't see what happened
to
him.
GTDs have made half the distance here, Jim. So the issue now is for Daniel Pino. He came in a bit early. Can he make it to the end? Well, Travis Stevens has gone a lap longer. So has Patrick Rich. So that says to me he maybe can make it.
Well, what lap did he pit on? 11?
Well, he pitted on lap 11.
And what's the rest of them pitting on? 12,
they've just pitted on 14. They've just made 14 laps.
Yeah, but that's over. No, that's just halfway, huh? Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, he might end up having to come get a splash, man.
That contact with Carlos Ruiz may cost Daniel Pino the race win.
Yeah, it may. which is crazy considering they're endurance partners. That's nuts.
That's not what you want to have happen.
No, you can bet you're behind that Carlos feels
Oh, for sure.
horrible about that.
Oh, he would, for sure. Williams has come out of pit lane just in behind Pino. But of course,
So
Pino had to
Pino
take
is
4
back up
seconds
to
less
fourth,
fuel.
right? Yeah, he's back up to
Yeah.
4th.
But he had to take 4 seconds less worth of fuel. In fact, he's actually just made a overtake on a GTP car. So Eldorado gives no Fs when having to try and get past cars on the track. Doesn't matter if you're in a faster class or not. He will make an overtake.
He did. And see, the thing is, like right there, man, look, I don't know. Dumont's a couple of laps down, I think, to the field right now. I don't think that, because they just went back and forth a couple times right there. I don't know how I feel about it. I guess he's in a faster car. He should go, but I also don't think you should be pushing the championship leader in the GTD class through the kink. That's just not the place to lean on him. He's about to get back into 3rd here in just a second or two.
Well, I mean, I've mentioned my beliefs before, Jim, and I'm under the belief that if someone could not reasonably race this car in officials, so you need an A-class license to race a GTP. Well, David's got an A-class license, but unfortunately he's also got a 700i rating, so
well, okay, so I'm not I don't want to get into that conversation because my I rating is low too, because I concentrated on safety rating. But the thing about leagues is, did they just body slam right there with Pino in that yellow LMP2 car?
I don't think they did. I think there was a evasion, but Pino at the moment is being put under pressure by faster classes of cars trying to come past him.
Right, and he's so fast that he's actually a challenge to get by.
Yeah, he is. It's because he only runs about 6 seconds slower than the actual LMP2 cars. He's not that much slower in comparison to them.
So a lot of guys run leagues and don't ever advance their official license.
This is true.
Because a lot of guys don't like the BS that goes along with officials, and all the just ridiculously crazy driving that happens and stuff like that. So, because there are leagues that have a limit set on, like, you have to have at least a 1500 I rating to get in the league. I don't know. I mean, there's a part of me that says, okay, but, I don't know. To me, it's not about I rating. Because you can go
I'm all about learning, Jim, and I'm all about drivers learning, as Carlos Ruiz has just headed off the track again, as the race lead is just about to approach Daniel Pino. I'm all about learning, Jim, and I'm always I'm always a big believer and a big seller on when you go sports car racing, not even in real life, even in iRacing, the roadmap is laid out for you. The roadmap of getting better in the top class of car is laid out for you.
Oh, absolutely.
The best thing you can ever do is if you ever want to get fast in the GTP, you need to follow the roadmap. GT4, GT3, LMP or LMP3, LMP2, GTP. You need to follow the roadmap. Get fast in every single car before you move up to the next one, because you will learn things from the car before.
At least, maybe at least go like the Radical, the HPD, then the LMP2 or something like that.
Yeah,
if you want to
because
stick to
you will learn something from every single car you drive on the roadmap.
Sure.
Because realistically, when you compare the different cars, the next car up the totem pole has got something different that you need to learn. So, for example, the GTP car compared to the LMP2, you have to learn the hybrid system when you race the GTP. When you're racing LMP2 or LMP3, you're learning what it's like to drive with ground effects. You're learning what it's like to ride on the edge of grip. You don't want to be learning how to ride on the edge of grip in the GTP, because it will spit you out the other side and say, nope, you don't get to. So it's, it's a tough balancing act, and I do understand, as Bailey's mentioned, I rating doesn't always mean anything, but there is some merit to it as well. At some stages. So.
Yeah, I mean, to a degree, sure. That's an interesting discussion. Let's see what Bailey has to say there.
We said our rating doesn't always mean anything. I scored a podium in a league race a couple of days ago, and I was the lowest rated driver in the top 10. I mean, I was Cody Williams, sorry, just as I was about to make my point, has just gone off the road down at the final corner here, Jim. So one of our podium drivers for the GTD field, and a driver who was in contention.
Dropping down, yeah. And here goes
Christian
Ruiz by him as we speak.
Yeah, for a possible race win.
And Bootsy. I've been following.
He just lost it on his own.
Oh yeah, that's rough. I've been following Ruiz and Bootsy here. This is a good battle. These two are door to door right here. Oh, look at this! The GTP splitting around the outside.
My God! Aaron Lewis up the inside of them in towards turn 3. Oh, Bailey doesn't mean everything.
I mean, that's a great battle right there. You got Green, Williams, and Ruiz all together there now.
Yeah, all battling for P2 in class, or P3 in class.
Yeah, and I mean they're all fast.
Oh yeah, any of them could finish on that podium.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, that's a pretty decent looking Porsche right there. I don't know who that is.
I think it might be Christopher Coy or Alex Armstrong. I believe is who it is. Let's see. Is it Chris Coy? It's Chris Coy. It is a nice looking car. As we also have a battle in amongst the GTP field of Vic Santiago and Andrew Voigt. Couple of the Cadillacs battling away as they chase down the Ferrari of Kenneth Clodden in P5 at the moment. So this is the battle for a top 5 finish in the GTP field. Adrian Puebla has managed to get past these guys and fought his way forward by about 6.5 seconds. He's still got another 6 odd seconds up to Aaron Lewis in P3 in class. Look at that battle though with Sean Green and Christian Ruiz. That battle is really heating up, and these GTPs are approaching it, Jim. So we're only a few moments away from this battle getting even more intense, because there's 3 GTD cars battling away with 3 GTP cars chasing them down.
And they're right behind them too.
If you're hopeful that they're going to be lucky, you're hoping they're going to catch them by turn 5. Because if it's any later than that, it could get real hairy
for
these GTD cars.
One, the first one or two. That's Aaron. That's who that was Puebla going by there, I believe.
Yep, and then Carlos Ruiz as well, who's a bit further behind.
So, yeah, you get Ruiz here trying to make a move on Bootsy and lost 2 spots, and now he's getting a spot back from Cody Williams. It looks like possibly.
Just to confirm for you, Jim, as well, if you're wondering who Bailey was in the chat, he races in I2I on Saturday, and he's been practicing for the Red Bull Ring for Xfinity cars at RBR.
That's gonna be so good.
Oh, it will.
That's going to be so much fun.
If you guys are watching along tonight for High Point and you want to see something that's going to be a bit different for you across the weekend,
yeah, right.
I believe it's 7:30 Central Time, Jim. Saturday evening, the I2I Motorsports Xfinity Series at the Red Bull Ring is going to be intense. And look at where these GTPs have caught those GTD cars, right at the Parabolica and right before the Kink. And they all just go left, right, good night. Who's going to make it through? Somehow they made it past Christian Ruiz with no issues. But at the moment, Jim, I have a feeling that Christian... Well, he may have brown pants on, because that there was about as scary as it can get. Oh, my God.
He definitely lifted, for sure. Look how much he fell off this pack. I mean, he's a second and a half back now. Yeah, these GTP cars broke up a good little battle that was going on here.
Now, I saw this sort of... I mean, it was quite action-packed as Vic Santiago comes into pit lane. It was quite action-packed for the showcase at Road America across the weekend, Jim. I mean, there were a multitude of yellow flags thrown.
Multitude.
That moment right there was about as close to reality as we could make it.
Right.
It was very chaotic. Apparently, all these classes are confusing Bailey's NASCAR brain, Jim. Think of it as next-gen Xfinity and trucks. There you go. That's about as close as we
that's
can get
basically what it is. It's three classes all running on track at the same time. Which, you know what? A multi-class NASCAR race.
I was about to say multi-class stock car race would be sick.
Yep, dude,
Get the next-gen, the Xfinity, and the trucks out there. Jim, make it even better. Multiple drivers, 1,000 laps of something.
Oh, God.
You'd be there all day, but imagine how good it would be.
Yeah, no, it wouldn't be. No, I'm all down for I'm down for 100 lapper at the right track, but it's got to be a nice wide track that you can race all over, like Michigan or Auto Club.
Talladega.
No, it would be the absolute worst.
Could be worse. Could be Langley.
Well, actually, that would probably be the fairest of all of them because the speeds would be down. But if you're going to have multi-class where you're going to have faster cars passing each other, do it at a track that's wide where they got room to race, like
Nashville or Texas.
Nashville or Auto Club or
even
like
Kansas, maybe.
No. Well, Kansas would be one, but I think Nashville or Auto Club or Michigan would be better.
Yeah.
Well,
so these battles are continuing on. We've got... Oh, it has indeed. It has indeed heated back up again. Lap traffic at the moment of Alex Armstrong and Edward Delano just ahead of this battle for what is P3 in the GTD class. There's an asterisk on that because it could be for P2 if Daniel Pino needs a second pit stop in this race. He took significantly less fuel than these cars are behind him. Those guys battling, though, is helping him at this stage. He's got 6.5 seconds back to Thomas Hidalgo and then 21 seconds back to Sean Green as Daniel Nance comes into pit lane for the LMP2s. But look at that scramble of cars.
What a mess this is.
Oh, my God. This is chaos, Jim. Absolute chaos.
Well, every one of these LMP2 or these prototypes, either one of them, they come through and they break up the little battle for a little bit. But right now, Ruiz is falling way back.
Oh, yeah. He's fallen way back at the moment.
If I'm being honest, I looked at the wrong time on time. I'll just be honest about it, okay? That's what happened.
Well, we've got 15 minutes left in this race. If you guys are just joining us or you've been here for a little while and you're enjoying what you're watching, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe and the bell icon too if you're watching on YouTube to get notified whenever we go racing here on the channel. Big weekend coming your way. Saturday evening, i2i Motorsports Xfinity Championship out at the Red Bull Ring this weekend. It's going to be a fun time for all to go racing out in Spielberg. If you're watching over on Facebook, hit the follow button and the like button. If you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button as well. So then you guys can watch along with us across the weekend as well. Rhiannon's saying you need to get good eyes, Jim. Maybe a trip to the optometrist would pay quite prudently as Cody Williams round the outside of Sean Green at turn 1 has made up the move and into P3 in the GTD class now. And you have a feeling here, Jim, that this is going to continue on for probably the rest of this race as Ackley's back in pit lane for the LMP2s. Just keen enough to come back in. in the GTPs? Do the GTPs need a second pit stop in this race?
I don't think
The
so.
race leader has got
Certainly
a
not,
world of gap.
Certainly not Newman. He pitted on 14. The only one that might would be Aaron Lewis, I think.
Yeah, but we're not going to do 3 more laps, Jim, in 15 minutes. We're going to do another at least 5 laps in 15 minutes.
No, are we? No.
Yeah.
2-minute laps.
Yeah, it's 15 minutes, Jim. That's 10 minutes of racing for 5 laps.
Oh, yeah. Well, you're right. We're going to do more than 5. We're going to do like
Yeah.
7.
We're probably going to do 7.
Where's Tom Carnes when I need him? He does my math for me. I can't, it's hard to run these buttons and take my shoes off to count that high.
Where's the chemistry teacher, Cole Malley, when we need him?
Right? Although he could be the banker. Bankers can do math too.
Oh, true. They can. They can definitely do maths.
Yeah, where is the banker at? We need him right now. We ought to bring him in as a consultant, like a math consultant.
He's the he's the accountant.
Right?
As Ramirez is back in pit lane 2 for the LMP2 class.
Well, we knew they were coming, so that's not a huge
Yeah, we knew they were coming.
These two back here are battling, and Cody Williams is saying goodbye.
Yeah, he's finally got past them again, and now he's put the hammer down and the foot down on board that Acura. So the V-Power is just starting to kick in for him.
Or as that guy said the other night, who was it? He called it a Acura. I think it was an Acura.
Oh, Acura.
Acura, yeah. How to pick the Acura. Yeah, me too.
It kills me every time I say Acura when it's a Honda, but okay.
It's an Acura.
Jim, the company comes from Japan.
I know. I'm well aware.
Now, I'd understand if it was like Lexus and they did different cars, but they do the same cars as Honda.
Well, what's the Honda equivalent to the NSX?
The NSX.
Oh, yeah, that's right, huh? I forgot it was a Honda. Oh, that's right. I had a buddy of mine actually had one of those. I tried to get in it one time. Let's just say that didn't go well.
So, unlike Lexus, they just renamed the brand for the American market.
Right.
For whatever reason.
I forgot.
As Aaron Lewis is in
I
pit
forgot
lane.
about that. Yeah, a buddy of mine actually had one of those NSXs. He was a little guy. And I tried to get in it, man. My legs didn't even come remotely close to fitting in that thing.
Oh, I'd love to see you try and get into a supercar, Jim. That'd be a sight for sore eyes.
Yeah, well, it would definitely be a problem.
Although you might be able to get in. It might be more of a struggle getting out again. Actually,
well, that disabled driver that drives in IMSA. That's probably what it would be like. Somebody they have to pull me out of the car like they do. They get that big guy that runs out there and just jerks him out of the car.
That would be you, Jim. You're the big guy that would jerk people out of the car.
That would have been me, 30 years ago.
Grab him by the collar, rip him out,
I mean, that dude's fast, though, man. Like, people think that's like some kind of gimmick or something, but it's not. I mean, he's fast. All right, let's go looking around. We literally have no battles going on right now at all. I mean, this looks like a battle, but it's really not. Everybody is separated out here.
Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes left, and
I guess that's Road America. It kind of does that too, I guess.
Yeah.
It's hard to pass here, There's only a couple of good passing zones here, really. It's going into 1, you can pass 5,
Yeah, probably turn 8. You could do it if you line it up at the exit of turn 6. Canada corner as well. But aside from that, unless you get the run up the straight before turn 1,
right? Well,
there are not many.
No, it's just not a lot. I mean, literally, Tashawn Green and Carlos Ruiz is the only battle that is inside of a second on the whole entire track right
Well, it's been a great battle, though.
No,
I think honestly, it's been one of our best battles of the whole season.
Yeah.
As the race leader, Tim Keane comes past both of them, flashes the headlights, streams on by, and is 9 minutes away from a race win here at Road America.
So, Pino?
Yes.
I think is saving fuel.
Oh, he would be. He doesn't want to have to come through pit lane again. And he knows he has to save.
His last lap was a 2:04.
So, Tim Keene's in as well, so is Carlos Ruiz.
What?
So, if...
Tim
Keane had to come in. Yeah, the GTPs are always going to have to do two. So I think the issue is, Jim, so if the fuel fill rate is the same as the supercars, which I'm unsure if they are, supercars are 2.3 seconds, 2.3 litres per second. We'll base it off that, if you will.
Okay. Yeah,
he's not taken 4 seconds. Yeah, he's not taken 5 seconds worth of fuel, so roughly 12 litres or so. And if so he needs to save 12 litres. Oh my god! In fact, it's such a good battle. We've got it at two different angles for you.
I know, right? I mean, there's literally nothing else to watch out there.
No, that's right.
You know, I mean, we can show you somebody riding around, or we can show you two guys actually racing for position.
Not just for position, but for a possible podium. Because if Pino has to commit to a pit stop, then he's going to be right on the edge of being passed by these guys.
I'm a little surprised that Cody Williams walked away from these guys like he did.
I'm not. Cody Williams is ridiculous. He's got some great pace.
He does.
It's good to see him finally showing it as well.
I mean, I'm look,
oh no, Tim Keane has just had a minor off track. Oh my god, I thought it was so much worse than that. Because I've just seen Patrick Rich had an incident. I thought, don't tell me he's been caught up with Tim Keane, but no, he hasn't. This is fine. So Rich has had his own moment up at the top of the hill. Oh, it was Keane. Keane had to take evasive action. Oh my god, that was so close. Keane seeing the race win flash before his eyes.
Where the hell is... We lost Bootsy.
Oh no.
Yeah, they went behind a tree and...
He's still there.
I was looking at yours down there. Look here.
So they went behind the tree. How has this happened?
No, right here.
Sean.
Right there.
Oh, was there net code?
I don't know. I'm going to look at it from a different angle now. I just wanted to re-see what I missed. All right, let's see.
Do we maybe want to ride on board? Which car was behind them?
Let me see. All right, hold on. I need to stop because I'm slow. Let's see. I want to look at it from the air.
It was Lakin Shaw that was behind them if you want to ride on board with Lakin.
Oh, no. I think there was contact.
Oh.
Let's see. All right. Now I'm going to ride on board with, I'll tell you who I'm going to ride on board with. I'm going to ride on board with Christian Ruiz.
So, can Daniel Pino... Oh, Summer's asking us if we're going to go over the points thus far.
Yeah, we need to.
We'll go over what the points were prior to the race. At the end of the race, we'll go over the points at the end, just to see where they sat leading into this race. So let's see what's happened here with Christian Ruiz.
Oh yeah, he hit him.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he definitely
did indeed.
All right. Well, I mean that happens. We'll see if. Problem is, man, Tashawn dropped all the way down to 9th place. Over that.
I think, for fairness, if Christian's listening, he should self-inflict a drive-through. Because he can't redress because Tashawn's so far back.
Well, we got race control.
In fact, Tashawn's out. Tashawn's actually out of the race.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he's out.
Well, we got race control. I mean, I don't We'll see. I'm not going to speculate because I'm certainly not a race control guy for sure. So Richard Newman
So 4 minutes left. As Newman comes into pit lane, Tim Keen will take back the race lead. And he will be 3 minutes and 40 seconds away from extending his championship lead after this race here this evening. And I'm going to have to find the link to the points just so I can at least tell you.
So
what
I've
the points
got
were
them. I can show them on screen.
We'll show them at the end of how they were prior to tonight.
Well, I can. Let's see. If we leave it like it is, let's see what happens. We can do that.
We could do that. So this is how they looked coming into tonight's race. Of course, Tim Keen led the way. I mean, he's been ultra dominant all season. 2,050 points, a full nearly 300 points ahead of Aaron Lewis. And then Kenneth Clodden sneaking his way into the top 3 in the title race.
I know, right?
Jim, he's been very, very sneaky thus far. Ruiz, Puebla, Dumont, Scalise, Voigt, Hoff, Newman, and Habul, who's only taken part in one race this season.
And obviously, Puebla's missed a couple, but if he's going to finish out the season, I'm sure he'll elevate because he's so fast. So this is your LMP2 points here. Obviously, Ackley's got a nice lead out there. With
hang on, did they update from Watkins, Glenn?
Yeah, I put these in today.
Okay.
I entered these numbers myself today.
Okay. Okay, because I was going to say, because SRH does not have points from Watkins, that's all.
What
but yeah, Sim Racer Hub.
Oh. Whatever link they use is, I used the same league, the league link, so whatever that was is what I put in.
Okay. Well, Dylan Ackley at the moment is leading that LMP2 title race by a fair whack as well. I mean, over 600 points nearly is the lead. It's ridiculous and how dominant he has been. And I think within the next few weeks, you could probably lock him into the championship win for this season. And then obviously for the GTDs as well, as we get onto the final lap here.
Let's jump into that.
Daniel Pino is dominating that race lead.
Yes.
Also, Pino has had to come into pit lane. So Pino has given up the race lead. He has come into pit lane. He could not save enough to get to the end. He's leading that championship by 695 points. He will gain on the rest of the field because Tomas Hidalgo has not raced this season. So Hidalgo, ironically, the one driver who has not gained points on anybody prior to now, is gaining points on everyone.
Right.
But for Pino, he's not giving up points to anyone else in the series.
So it's still gonna same result. He's still gonna move further ahead.
He's still gonna lead. Yeah, he
and
will
move
indeed.
further ahead.
Aaron Lewis as well has just had a spin down at turn 5
on the
in
last
the
lap of the
GTP
race.
class on the last lap. And for Tim Keen, which he should get the checkered flag this time by.
I got him. You go ahead and.
So as he comes up towards the start-finish line, 10 seconds on the clock.
Somebody's off track there.
For Tim Keen. There was Edward Delano. Up to the start-finish line comes the Porsche, and it remains undefeated this season. Porsche takes the win at Road America, and just a big the field. He slows up, gets himself a photo finish at the line, takes home the win. Richard Newman will come home P2 in the BMW here this evening. Dylan Ackley will come home as the race winner for the LMP2 class. In behind him with Adrian Puebla looking to come home in P3 for the GTPs. Tomas Hidalgo will, he still has his whole last lap to do here before he's the race winner of the GTD field. Daniel Pino's already pulled into pit lane as P2 for that GTD field as well, as Puebla takes home P3 in class.
Yeah, it's funny how they get caught with the flag, and some of them are finished behind them, but they're not finished yet. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, that was great.
Well,
I
we
think
just
that
found
was.
out how Volkswagens are born.
I think. I think that was yeah. Yeah, that is probably how Volkswagens were. That's a good one. That was a really good one,
Thank you.
actually. Two
Thank
Porsches
you.
coming. That's nice. That was a good one. Actually, that was really funny. The more I think
Yeah,
about
it's
it,
a,
the
it's
better
a,
it
it's a
was.
real thinker, Jim. It's a real
It,
thinker.
it was a thinker. It's just hard for me. My brain's smoking right now after that. Or it could be because my brain was smoking for so many years back in like the 80s. Could go either way, really, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Who do we still
Now
have out
Thomas
on track?
Hidalgo will traverse around the final corner and he will come up towards the start-finish line. He'll take the race win in his first outing in the IMSA Championship in the GTD class as well. So he's technically 1 from 1, Jim. He's at a better win rate than Daniel Pino is.
Yes, he is. I mean, that. I mean, no doubt the contact with Carlos cost Pino the win there because he wasn't going to pit then.
Oh, I'm sure Carlos is on Thomas's Christmas card list.
Oh,
now.
absolutely, he should be. He should definitely get a Christmas card out of that. In fact, I would go as far as to say maybe even a Christmas present.
Well, quite possibly.
Yeah. So let's get rid of this, and then we'll get rid of all this stuff.
And we'll get some B-roll happening too of the race once we've got the results ran through. But it's another race win tonight, Jim, for Tim Keane. He extends his championship lead. He looks unbeatable at the moment. I think we can agree. Richard Newman, Adrian Puebla, they did all they could to challenge him, but he just had the raw pace over the field tonight. A lot of luck, though, to avoid some of those major incidents that did occur. Aaron Lewis, Andrew Voigt, Kenneth Clodden, Wig Santiago made up the top 7 for the GTP class, with Dylan Ackley taking home the race win for the LMP2s to Daniel Nans, Jason Blaine on the podium for that class, with Arthur Ramirez, Lake and Shaw for the top 5. David Dumont finishes behind the top 5 of the LMP2s, with John Esparta for our top 14 in field. Thomas Hidalgo takes home the race win for the GTDs to El Drago, Daniel Pino out of P2, with Christian Ruiz on the podium for that class. Mike Nitti Jr. then made up the top 4, with Travis Stevens in the top 5. John Voigt, Patrick Ritz, John Swan, Corey Surtiff, Alex Armstrong, Cody Williams, Edwin Delano to Sean Green, Carlos Ruiz, Christopher Coy, Trevor Thomas, and Nick Bayman. Well, he only made it around a short portion of lap number 1.
Oh, was that all of them? I hope it was, because I just killed it.
It was. I also got a cough though right as I finished, so we're good now though.
Good job.
What we'll do is we'll get some B-roll happening for you of these drivers. See, this evening we have our 3 class winners in the interview room waiting to come and have a quick chat to us. We'll start off with our newest GTD winner in the series here tonight, Thomas Hidalgo. Thomas, congratulations. Race victory here in your first outing in the IMSA Championship. You got a bit of a taste of it yesterday in the GT Challenge out at Daytona, and then you come to Road America tonight and you take home a race win. Congratulations.
Thanks a lot. I'm surprised. Like, I had P3, which is, I mean, gotta be honest, decent for me because I'm not the guy to be fast in Road America. But when I saw the contact with that GTP, I think it was Carlos with Pino. I was like, whoa, that was crazy because I had Williams behind me, and after my pit stop, Williams lost it, I think, and I was okay. This might be it, and I was doubting myself for a moment when I saw Daniel just keeping up with the pace. I was wondering, like, is he gonna make it? No, that's not possible. Like, I believe he was close to that. But yeah, I'm stoked. I'm gonna be honest.
He was he ended up being, I think he would have been 3 laps short. So I mean, probably the better plan for Daniel would have been actually probably come in when you guys all came in and then just try and race you to the end. But he probably would have given up a lot of track position to do it at that point as well. But you are getting the love from Daniel in the live chat at the moment, Thomas. So a fantastic Fantastic from yourself. Yeah, he's giving you all the love. I hope you realize as well, though, now that you have won, you are going to get the Daniel Pino treatment.
You are indeed.
Just to give you a pre-warning, because we know that you speak Spanish, and we like to pull the trick of getting you to answer a question or getting you to give your thanks in Spanish afterwards.
Right.
Not to put you on the spot, we do it to Daniel as well. We like to try and make it feel as international as possible, if I'm honest with you. And that's about as close as we can get to our Formula One post-race interview. But next week, we head out to VIR. Are you confident of VIR? It's a bit of a diversive track. It's quite difficult. I'm not sure how it's going to be with the multi-class, but how are you feeling going into that race next week?
It's going to be a tight fit. I mean, 3 classes in that kind of narrow track. One mistake and you're off the cliff. So yeah, it's gonna be difficult. I'm not a big fan of BRR, but I have to learn it eventually. So we're gonna have like 6-hour races in I think the next weekend on GT. So yeah, I gotta eventually try it. But yeah, I'm probably not gonna be one of the fastest. If I get some kind of luck like today, I might be able to fight something. But it's gonna be a learning experience for me, not more than anything else. But yeah, if I knew Portuguese, I would say thank you in Portuguese. But I will not. That's the only language I know, the Spanish. So. Gracias a todos. Dani, no sé qué pasó, pero tenés o mala suerte y yo tengo muy buena suerte, pero gracias. All right.
Now,
I need to confirm
Portuguese
my
would have been
sickness.
cool, I have to admit.
I was going to say, in my sickness, Thomas, did I say Portuguese or did I say Spanish?
No, you said Spanish.
No. You said Spanish, but
okay,
I'm tending to learn Portuguese as a third language if I can.
Okay. Well,
when you get your Portuguese down,
I'll give you one. I'll give you one
that.
for free. I'll give you one for free. If you want to say thank you in Portuguese, it'll be obrigado. So.
Yeah. Obrigado, mano.
Thank you so much, Thomas. Congratulations on your race win. Best of luck next time out at VIR. We appreciate it.
I gotta thank you, guys. You both. You're doing an amazing job. I'm surprised by the level of profession. How do you say it? I don't know. You're so professional, guys. Like, keep it up.
We got him fooled, don't we?
So, yeah. Keep it up, boys. Have a good one.
No worries. Gracias, Thomas. Thank you.
We literally come in here and rip jokes on people for an hour and a half.
We mask as professionals, Jim. We mask as
that's
professionals.
Frightening. That's frightening. All right, who are we going to bring in next here? Second place?
We got Dylan Ackley out of P1 for the LMP2 field here this evening. Dylan, congratulations. Race win for the LMP2 field once again. You extend your championship lead, which is getting into the realm of insurmountable for drivers amongst you. I mean, you are just on fire at the moment in this LMP2 car. Talk us through it. Talk us through how you're so quick and how you managed to get this win here tonight, because from our perspective, it was just pure dominance and you just looked to hit your markers perfect nearly every single lap.
I was really happy with this race, honestly. I think a few weeks ago, it was in the IMSA official series, so I had a lot of practice, like 2 weeks ago, I think. But going into it, I just did a lot of practice laps. I kind of thought about a strategy a bit more this race. I knew it was going to be a 2-stop again. I ended up taking tires the first time I pitted,
nice,
just to help with the front left mainly. But yeah,
that's a good strategy. It's a good. Sometimes, I mean, I'm sure everyone in the field would hope to have the freedom to be able to take tires, but you managed to put yourself in that position, where, which is a testament to you.
For sure. I think there was a little bit of door banging on the first lap behind me, which helped a little bit. But yeah, it ended up not being too. It was like a few extra seconds, I think, to take the tire. So I just decided to go for it with the gap I had behind.
So we We asked Thomas, obviously he's in the GTD class, how he feels about VIR next week. Obviously, it's a very tight track, and it's going to take a lot of patience from not only the GTPs but the LMP2s as well. As the mid class, what are you hoping for next week in terms of from the rest of the field? Are you hoping for
Rain?
obviously some patience from the Jim? You shut your mouth right now.
Yeah.
No.
Don't scare
not
me.
At not at VIR. I love rain, but not at VIR, please.
Carlos,
Road Atlanta. Give us rain at Road Atlanta.
Carlos is so cruel. I want to see if that's. Nope, I thought for sure
Indy.
Carlos would. That's exactly something that Carlos would do too.
Yeah, no. But yeah, obviously it's a very tight track. It's going to take some patience from not only yourself as an LMP2 driver, but for the GTPs as well. How are you hoping next week's going to go? Because it could honestly be very chaotic if we're not careful. How are you going to approach it, and what are you hoping for from the other drivers?
Yeah, 100%. I'm definitely going to take next week with caution, especially with the lead I have in the championship. I actually, apart from I think like 2 races in the Miata, I have no experience at VIR, so it's going to be interesting for sure.
Well, the one thing I will say is, wait for the straight.
Yeah.
Best spot you can make a move is wait for the straight.
Yeah, you can do it in Oak Tree too. So
you could, but you've got to really try and put the car alongside off the exit of, I think it's, turn 6 is the turn right before the Oak Tree, I think it is.
Yeah, the little kink, yeah.
I might be off a little bit. Yeah. So you've got to try and line it up past the kink, but it's going to be difficult next week. I'm not a big fan of VIR, but I often say I'm not a big fan and that it creates really good racing. So I always end up with egg on my face. So
I mean, there's no doubt it's going to be tight.
Oh yeah, it will indeed. But Dylan, congratulations! A fantastic effort from yourself once again.
So I got
massive lead in the championship. What's your question, Jim?
So, Dylan, are you thinking about moving up next season to a GTP car?
I have thought about it a little bit. I've raced the GTP car a lot in officials, but I really enjoy the LMP2, so I'm not entirely sure yet.
Right. I was just curious,
we'll
if you was going to make the progression.
If you did go up, what one would you pick?
It would depend. Probably the Cadillac. I have always enjoyed how the Cadillac drives.
No, let's be real. You just love that V8 engine, don't you?
Yeah, that's definitely part of it as well.
By the way, I want to say that if we get the Valkyrie in real life, the Valkyrie is actually getting competitive in IMSA.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with that. I'd be sick if it comes to iRacing.
Oh, I think it's coming. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah, the Lambo's coming as well, but it's when they get it finished and ready. But
all right, that's all I wanted to know. Though I just go ahead and you got shout out to whoever you would like to.
Yeah. Let us know
nobody
shout out to.
Nobody shout out. Thanks, guys.
No worries, Stilton. Thank you so much. Best of luck next week.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I just wanted to see if he was going to move up.
Jim, he's got such a lead. He could probably have next week off.
Well, if he's never driven VIR, he needs to. I like VIR. Yeah. It's a great track if you're doing something like 80, GR86 is something small and
it's
not as fast.
It's so long. I think that's the issue with it. It's so long.
Well, you don't do the long version in those cars. You do the short in the North course. Yeah. But anyway,
true.
Let's get we'll
get our race winner in here, Mr. Tim Keane, dominant as ever. It was the paint, Cadillac powered Porsche. I told you, Jim, my paints give you a second on track, and that's what happened this week for Tim.
That's what happened in qualifying.
Tim.
Clearly,
that's what happened. It's what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
It was all the paint, wasn't it, Jim? Oh, Tim, it was. You gained a second in qualifying thanks to that paint job. That's
for sure. I think the paint job for sure. I mean, car felt good, looked good, so that's the best kind of feeling, right?
So we're going to see it at VIR as well.
Yeah, I think I'll probably just run it the remaining of the season, and I think I am going to use it the rest of the season because it'll be cool. At this point of the season, really, whenever my dad actually came out with the livery for Action Express, it was his first season with the team. So this is my first full season with High Point. So I'll probably just go ahead and run it to kind of equal him out, I guess.
So that other livery that we've discussed in the back end would be saved for next season, possibly.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be saved
Ooh.
for. That would actually be saved for when they actually did really good at Daytona 24. That's a secret.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice little secret for everyone out there. Me and Tim know it. Jim may know of it too, I don't know. But we know what it is. And it's going to look sweet when it's done.
No, I don't know.
But,
I just saw this one. I don't know the other one.
well then. Well, Tim, we saw a couple of moments tonight where you came around blind corners, i.e. right at the kink up here. And there's just a car in front of you. How many heart and mouth moments did you have along this race? Because we saw you come across, Edward Delano spun round at the kink. We saw you come round turn 6 and there's a Porsche spun round as well at Patrick Rich. How many more did you have? Because a couple of times the race went flashed before our eyes. I'm sure you're blinded by how many times it may have flashed in front of yours.
I mean, yeah, it was, there was a few moments where you thought it was going to be crazy, but to be honest, I didn't really seem that stressed out. I knew coming into this, it was like traffic was going to be a big hassle and just all over the place. So just, got to be patient and kind of expect the unexpected when you get behind those traffic cars. So,
well, for obviously, we've spoken previously to both Dylan from the LMP2 class and Thomas from the GTD about VIR next week, and we mentioned a little bit. It's a very tight track. It's going to take a lot of patience from the higher classes when they're trying to come past the GTDs. As the highest class and the fastest class, what are you hoping for from the bottom two classes? Is it as simple as they just need to stay they need to stay predictable and you will eventually find your way through?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I would say just, stay to your line. Like, don't switch up your line just because you see me. Just run your line. Like, I'll get by you. I'm a faster car. And then when it comes to the braking, if I'm side by side to you, don't look to outbrake me. I'm going to outrun you when we get on the gas. There's no point. You lose time braking side by side and trying to outbrake me. So there's times like when you think about stuff like that, like I hope that they're smart and, kind of realize that, because I mean, I kind of just helped everybody out if they're listening. Like, just let us by. You're not going to gain anything by braking with us. So
it's also not a battle for position either. It's you're lapping them at that stage.
Yeah, like I'm not affecting your race. If anything, you're more or less just kind of affecting me because you're really holding me up. I'm not going to hold you up but maybe a max, maybe what, 0.3?
Yeah, 4 barely anything.
So
I know when and I've had this before as well, of obviously trying to traverse through lower classes of traffic. I will wait for someone for a better opportunity. I'll give them a respect. I'm not just going to bomb it in at a corner.
Exactly.
Don't make it
I'm
difficult
the same
for
way.
me
It
when
just
I'm
kind of
making it
depends.
easy for you.
I'm at the same page. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do the exact same. Like, if I know I'm not there by the corner, then yeah, I got it. But if I'm side by side you going in the corner, you better just give it to me.
Yeah, it's like, don't make life hard for me or yourself. But
Exactly.
It's gonna be a tough race next week. Obviously, there's probably some really good spots around that track that you can get it done. Obviously, turn 1, off the exit of the sort of little shoe horse.
I think turn 1, lap
section.
1's gonna be actually
it's gonna be chaos. It's gonna be chaos. It will.
Like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be chaos. So I'm looking to just honestly keep my nose clean, getting through that, and hopefully keep my rear end clean as well.
Realistically, you don't need the race win next week. To be fair, you can kind of just have a crazy race.
I mean, heck, I can take a vacation and I'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's the same thing for Dylan in the LMP2 and for Daniel in the GTDs as well. But it's gonna be a tough track. I think it's gonna be fun though for the drivers out there. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, I am too. I mean, going into it, I mean, going into Watkins Glen, same with this race, even though I ended up winning. Like, I'm kind of more or less like if you guys watch IndyCar, like on an Alex Palou kind of thing. I just want to finish, like, be fast, but I'm not really pushing. I'm just kind of keeping my nose clean and making sure that I at least finish top 3 to make sure I, capitalize on the championship, whether I'm winning or not. So,
well, I think at this stage you can give up some wins and just cruise on to Road Atlanta at the end of the season, and then focus up and see what you need to get for the end of the season. But a fantastic run from you, not only tonight but the whole season thus far as well. Next season, are you still planning on staying in the Porsche, or are you thinking about maybe making a move to a different car?
no, I'm still going to be in the Porsche. I mean, you're designing a car for the Porsche, so I can't switch cars
that's very
now.
true. I mean, it's true, but we have got time that if you did say to me, do you want to run the Cadillac
plenty
or something
of
else,
time.
I can change it. But
No, I'm good. I'll still. I can't. I'm fast in any car you give me, but like I said, my preferred is the Porsche. It fits me best.
well, that's very good, very very good, Tim. Now, before I let you go, I just need to confirm, Jimmy, you back or not?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're good. All right, cool. All right, well, I'll quickly ask you this one question before we sign out tonight. Number one, what did your dad think? Or the question is, what did your dad think of the livery when you actually showed it to him?
He loved it, of course. I mean, he was actually pretty surprised that he was actually in awe of how good it looked. Like, I mean, you killed it, man. You truly did. So, very happy with it, and he's happy to see it for the remaining of the season. That's for sure.
I'm glad. Well, Tim, congratulations. Another phenomenal race win from yourself. You extend your championship lead and you go into VIR next week with a healthy cushion where if it doesn't go your way, you'll still be sitting pretty before Indianapolis in a couple of weeks' time. But let us know anyone you want to give a shout out to, any friends or family who may be watching. And for myself and Jim, congrats on all your success this season and on your race win tonight at Road America.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Shout out you guys. Of course, you guys do phenomenal week in, week out. Shout out to you personally for killing it with the paint scheme and making the car look good and feel good. So then also just love you, Mom and Dad, and thanks for watching. You guys have a good one, and I'll speak to you guys next week after VIR.
Okay, we'll chat to you then. Tim Keane, as confident as ever, believes he will be chatting to us after VIR next week, Jim. So
He's definitely confident.
I mean, he has the ability to be confident at the moment, and
Sure.
The way that he spoke about getting past the traffic, that may be considered by some lower classes as overconfident or as maybe
Cocky or
aggressive. Yeah. But in my opinion, I don't see anything wrong in what he's saying. As someone who has raced in a higher class sport and in the lower class, the best thing you can do in a lower class is just let the fast car by you. It is the best thing you can do. There is no point trying to battle it because you're not racing them for position. We've got 3 races happening at the same time. Your race is not with them. Your race is with your class of car. So I don't see any issue with what he's saying for that there. But I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it for next week. As I said, I often say I'm not a big fan of VIR, but it's only ever created good races for me to call. So I'm going to keep saying it because it ends up coming at the opposite and we end up getting a great race. And that's what I'm hoping for next week.
Well, I like VIR. It's going to be tight with these cars for sure. It's going to be interesting, but it's also the kind of place that could shake up the points championship. Some. It could indeed. It could knock one of these guys off the perch up there, or and cost them several hundred points, and tighten up one of these races going into the latter part of the season. It's an interesting pick. Personally, I probably wouldn't have put it on a calendar just because of how tight the track is. But I'll tell you what, I love to drive the place. You know what I mean? Like I'd love to lap around there. I don't know that I'd want to race an IMSA race there, but I do like lapping there. So
Well, we're going to see how these drivers traverse with it next week when we go racing for the IMSA Championship here from High Point Racing. As I mentioned, across this weekend, well, Saturday night, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, we go racing with the I2I Xfinity Championship for their next round of their season out at the Red Bull Ring for their road course race of the season. Myself, Ewan O'Leary, and Jim Cunningham in the booth for that one. It's going to be a very fun time. You guys don't want to miss it. So if you're watching on Facebook, hit the like button on the page. If you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button, the subscribe, the bell icon too, so you're notified whenever we go racing here on the channel. With many more races to come your way across this season, across a multitude of leagues. You guys don't want to miss any of that action. If you want to catch more of me, you find me over at Infinity Broadcasting, where you guys can catch action from the iRacing World Challenge by way of the VRS Porsche Cup Series and the Rod Knot Cup tonight. For my time, personally, it'll be about 6:30 in the morning tomorrow morning for those American viewers. We have ARCA action out at Talladega, and also with the Racecraft Simulations V8 Veterans action racing at Circuito de Jerez this coming weekend. So it's going to be massive across the board for myself. But I've been Amy Trono with Jim Cunningham alongside. Appreciate everybody's time. Appreciate you all being here with us once again. Thank you guys so much for joining us here at MotorMouth Broadcasting. We'll see you guys next time for the High Point Racing IMSA Championship. But until then, stay safe, drive hard, and as always, bye for now.